Hi there, it's me, Drippy, High Lord of the High Fairies, come to tell you why Ni No Kuni 2 is a bloody good time. Well, okay, maybe I'm not Drippy, High Lord of the High Fairies, but I certainly share his passion for Ni No Kuni 2, which is a game I've been playing quite a lot of recently. One of the things that I've been thinking about is, why is this game so damn cozy? Why does it make me want to wrap up in a blanket with a hot chocolate? So I tried to put together some reasons as to why I think Ni No Kuni 2 does a stellar job of being a damn comfy video game.
Flippin' heck, man!
I mean, clearly Ni No Kuni 2 is gorgeous. That's about as obvious as a pancake being tasty. It just is. But this time, there was no collaboration with Studio Ghibli, so you don't get those cracking 2D animation sequences that we love from the first game. But top to bottom, it's just so nice to look at. It is just blooming with colour, but not in the bloom sense like Wind Waker HD. Seriously though, it's like someone took a million bags of Skittles, shoved them into my PS4 disc slot, and said, "Have some of that, son." And hark the herald angels sing, it also runs smooth as butter. In an age where 60 framules per secundo are certainly not assumed on console, it is a delight that Ni No Kuni runs as well as it does. And that is what makes it so comfy. It's smooth and seamless and just delectable.
Flippin' heck, man!
Yes, the big old cutscene moments and third-person characters look great, but have you seen the little chibis? I mean, just look at them. They are little chibis. Changing the art style so drastically for these overworld sections just makes the world feel like a little diorama, almost like a toy box you are interacting with. I used to only ever see big heads in video games when using that cheat in GoldenEye, but when it comes to anime, they seem to love big head on a tiny body, and who doesn't? It's such a charming way to present the characters and make you feel like a kid in their bedroom just moving your toys around.
Flippin' heck, man!
It's easy! Now, I know this was one of the big complaints about the game when it came out, but for me, Ni No Kuni 2 being easy means I just don't have to worry. I don't have to grind to make sure I can beat a boss, I don't have to redo sections because they're too difficult, I just get to glide through the combat, throwing fireballs every now and then, and chucking these little guys, who are basically Pikmin, all over the field. There are a lot of systems, yes, but honestly, as long as you have some good weapons, you're pretty much good to go. And yes, you hardcore-y gamers, you. They did end up adding a hard mode in later. So if you don't want to be as comfy as a Yoshi sitting on a big old beanbag made of marshmallows, then you can have some of that, eh?
Flippin' heck, man!
Everyone is an animal. I mean, it's kind of a stupid thing to like, especially since I actually hate most animals, but there is something about anthropomorphic animals that just takes you back to childhood. To the wind in the willows and Mickey Mouse, everyone grew up with walking, talking animals in some way. Ni No Kuni 2 is basically a bedtime story about a cat prince whose kingdom was overthrown by a bunch of dumb rats. And that's great. It doesn't require a fucking encyclopedia like Kingdom Hearts to understand, but it's not going to reach the emotional heights of The Last of Us either, and that's fine. That's great actually, because it's a fairy tale about cats and dogs and dragons and sky pirates and all sorts of other nonsense. And that's what coziness is all about, being read a nice little story in bed.
Flippin' heck, man!
Shiny bits. Alright, so hear me out. Ni No Kuni 2 has shiny bits, like little shiny patches on the ground that you run over and you hear a satisfying sound effect and it gives you that tiny little hit of dopamine. Shiny bits are what I live for in video games. The tiny little things that make you just feel good and yet no one talks about. Hell, half the reason I love Xenoblade so much is its map just littered with tiny little shiny bits that you can go to and collect shit from. It's the way the little sound makes you feel, the way it disappears from the map like you just cleaned something up and now it's all neat again. I just can't help myself because it feels so good to collect, but it also encourages exploration. It's a way of breadcrumbing the player through the world while making them feel like they're gaining something other than just the possibility of finding a treasure chest. Shiny bits may really be the most cozy thing in all of video games. Well, I hope you're all nice and cozy now, man, because it's time for me, Drippy, High Lord of the High Fairies, to be off now. Let me know what games make you feel well cozy, man, and I'll see you next time.